This video is another installment on what I'm doing in December, aka Vlogmas, and here I'm going to be working on this client's locks to do a lock maintenance, aka a palm roll. And when doing palm rolling, in recent years I've switched to using mousse. It's really a product of choice for a number of reasons, but ultimately because it's enough. A lot of people are out there using whatever they choose to use, whether it's a wax, pomade, gel, what are those things called? A butter, whatever they see fit, but to prolong the life of the touch-up, which is kind of like counterintuitive. I know, hear me out when I say this. Palm rolls should only last but so long. On average, a palm roll usually lasts about 2-3 weeks. But from that point, you're supposed to let it naturally progress into doing what it does naturally so that you can, for the life of the locks, maintain the consistency of the shaft. See, what y'all got strung out on is getting your maintenance or your palm roll, your touch up, your retwist, whatever you want to call it, too frequently because you don't really like your natural hair, whether it was loose or while it's in locks. You're running away from the kinkiness, the frizz, the quote unquote disorderly aspects or characteristics of your hair texture, even in locks. And that shows up with the people that keep their styles in too long, who don't wash their hair in between maintenance because they don't want it to get puffy. Like, y'all gotta get serious and look within on some of these choices, because it's really giving texturism and all that other stuff that people with straight hairstyles deal with. So that's just my tidbit on that. But yeah, you gotta let the locks naturally progress. And I mean, outside of people trying to use products to hold a not good palm roll, you could just improve your ability to palm roll your hair better. You could just improve that, and then upon improving your palm rolling skills, the maintenance will last. It would have the normal amount of longevity, and then just do what it naturally does, unfold from there. But yes, I use the Made for Locks mousse, and I palm roll my client's hair. Now this client is getting a style today, the most infamous style as of yet with locks, which is the 2-strand twists. And these are these are small 2-strand twists, or the 2-strand twists where we're literally using only 2 of her locks. And I want to make a statement right now to say that even when you have multiple locks in each section that you put into 2-strand twists, it's still a 2-strand twist. Y'all be out there, I want the 6-strand. Like, you're not being special. I'm not even trying to clown. I'm being dead serious. It's still 2 sections twisted together. So like, let's just not go off the deep end with this. They're all 2-strand twists. Just specify whether you want them small or big. But yeah. I'm also going to show you something that I incorporated to make the styling parts flow smoother for me, because I don't style while I twist. I've tried it, and it may just be a bias thing, like a mental block because of my bias, but I don't style while I retwist. I'm a retwist, then I'm a style, because guess what, at the end of it, I'm still gonna be done. So, and I also look at it as if I'm flowing through more smoothly and faster, but again, that could just be my bias. So you see that I am just right here just dropping the lock and moving on to the next twist. What that allows me to do is just complete the twist throughout the whole head, instead of putting a rubber band on each twist, then to do a twist and put a rubber band. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's already kind of like meticulous a little bit to get this all done. So I'm not trying to do nothing that's like just monotonous, or I don't know. I want to break up the monotony. I guess that's the way I could say it, the best way I could articulate it. But to me, it just seems so, I don't know. It just seems like, of course, you know, by the time you get to the last 2 strand twists, you have a rubber band on there. But do you know how long it takes to put a rubber band? How long it takes to put a rubber band on the bottom of a lock? Like, come on. Like, I don't even think you're able to calculate that. Like, these are all things that I've done over and over and over and over. So I have like a clear consciousness or awareness of how long these little bitty tasks take. They all add up. So I'm doing things that I view as going around it for me to make the process better to me. Then when I put the rubber bands on, I'm just doing the rubber bands. I'm not back and forth, because twisting, look, you know, you got some people out there that speed through the twisting, but even doing the twist, it's I mean, you see it. So, and right here I'm showing you a tip, which is putting the rubber bands in the palm of your hand. You don't have to wear a glove. This day I was wearing a glove because I had a small cut on my finger from cutting something. But yeah, so what having the rubber bands on deck in your hands do is prevent you from having to reach back and forth. You're just right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you at a desk, you got your pen, you got your paper, you ain't got to reach back and forth into your backpack to grab everything. It's just right there, easily accessible. It makes the process more smooth and more efficient. Now, if you don't agree, or that's a tip that you can't use, then by all means, let it fly. But once I started doing this, I'm not saying I'm the inventor of something like this. I'm saying that I started doing this on my own because I got tired of picking. I got tired of picking one rubber band up at a time. It's like, it's got to be a better way. So it was just strictly out of a need for me. And I'm passing those. That's what we're here for, to pass on things that we come across to make it easy for one another. Because what else can I do with it? I already got it. So, you know, it could be of use to you. Again, what I did was put the rubber bands in my palm of my hand and held them while I was putting the rubber band on. Because you're holding with one hand and then wrapping the rubber band over with the other. I don't know how else to explain that, but you saw it in the video. But yeah, the rubber bands are all on the bottoms of the locks now. I am a person that typically advises my clients to only wear their styles a maximum of 2 weeks, because again, we going back to what I initially talked about. That's only, not doing anything to prohibit the health of the hair, and also allowing it to expand and go back to that original size so they don't get thin. But that's another topic for another day. Thanks for watching.